are live.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to Style Class, which is on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. And it is, I just wanted to be part of it.
Otherwise,
it just wasn't going to happen. So I'm excited to be back. And today we're going to talk about packing. And we're going to do it in the context of 3 different generalized locales. So I don't know where you're going exactly. I don't even know where I'm going this year. But when we talk about packing, when we talk about thinking about how we design the summer collection, which is in our new arrivals, we think about where we're going on vacation at 3 very macro levels. We talk about going to a location that is an urban environment, going to one that is kind of a lake country type environment, and going to one that is a beach environment. So today we're going to talk about packing in terms of those 3 different environments. If you have just joined us, what I want to share with you also is we just returned from LA. Well, actually we returned from Colorado and Denver and Boulder and then LA. And what we did in LA was super, super fun. It was a lot of work, but it was really fun. And we went to the Barry premiere. And for those of you who don't know what Barry is an amazing show on HBO. It's amazing because it's comedy, it's drama. It's dark, it's clever, it's light, it's everything. And we all know Amy Gravitt from HBO. You guys have seen her on here, and we love her. And the premiere was amazing. And I'm showing you this, not to be like, look what we have, but more because I want you to be able to have one. So what we're going to do is, at the end of the show, we are going to give away one of these t-shirts, and we have a way for you to kind of enter into a contest.
Yeah.
It's
like a scavenger.
Little scavenger hunt, but it's going to be good. So we're going to give away one of the Barry t-shirts that we did with HBO. This is a medium large, but we also did it in an extra small. So whoever wins this, you can tell me what size you are, and we'll send it to you, and you'll have a tee. No, I cannot sell these. HBO does not let me just free press.
Yeah,
their
copyright laws.
Copyright laws are a thing, and we have to abide by them, and we want to because we love HBO and we love Barry, even though it's the last of the season. But it's excellent, so please check it out. All right, so packing. One of the things that we realized as we've been breaking this down, and Sarah and I were in the dressing rooms literally with I think at least 40 people over the last 2 days in Colorado, was how to really think in terms of what to pack for your trip. And we want you to pack smart because we want you to get to a place where no matter where you are, you still very much feel like yourself.
Totally.
But you also feel appropriate.
I think that's really the key, is that hybrid between both, which, may seem difficult, but really is easy once you get there.
Yeah, it feels so good to land in a place and know that you've dressed appropriately, not that you've had the best outfit on, not that someone's handing out an award for that, but that you really feel at ease in the environment that you're in. So when I talked about the 3 locales, one interesting aha moment that we had in the kitchen with Bryn and Katura this morning was we realized sometimes a lot of us, and present company included, goes off the rails when you think about the location in kind of the stereotype that it represents. So that if you're going to a mountain or a lake area, you're thinking pure classic, like your ship from Succession and that's it. Or if you're going to the beach, all of a sudden you're running around like Fleetwood Mac, you're totally effortless, and that's it. Or if you're in an urban environment, you're full-on modern. So we have 3 locales. One is stereotypically chill, one is stereotypically modern, and one is stereotypically classic. Each place is a one dimension of our adjectives, but the idea is that wherever we are, we want to combine all of our adjectives, because when we do that, we tend to feel most like ourselves. Yeah. So, where would you be headed in this?
Well, I mean, if the Yellowstone outfitting didn't already give that away, this is what I would wear most likely to a mountain weekend, summer or winter. I ski, so I'm really in the mountains year round. I'm wearing our Sidging in the Classic Wash, which we just recut a few styles on the website, so those are available now. Mine are size 24.
Regular or petite?
Petite. Petite, and they pretty much fit exactly how they're supposed to. They're sitting at just above my hip bone, and I have paired them with this easy denim wash summer pullover tunic. And what I love about this is that it's actually super long. So this would.
What size did you grab?
This is small.
Okay, so you grabbed the sample.
So I grabbed the sample. This is a size small, just so you guys can see. And I had it tucked in, which is how I would definitely wear it, you know, in the mountains. But I'd also use it as a beach cover-up if I was going somewhere sunny. For me, the size small is a little bit longer than how it would be intended to fit if I was wearing my size of an extra small. But I like that it's a little big, so it definitely covers more of the bum area.
So if you're in Mykonos, which I've never been, or like let's say Ibiza or Majorca or somewhere amazing, this is light enough to me to throw on at nighttime.
Totally.
Like and then in the late afternoon, like sitting under.
For sure.
I want to go on vacation.
So I just also want to clarify, because some of you are probably like, wow, that denim tunic sounds great, but is it really something I want to wear in the summer? And I just want to say, our summer denim pieces are lighter in weight than like our year-round universal denim. So if you're looking at the crop Sam jean in this, or you're looking at the vest, these are a much lighter weight. They're very breathable. They're designed to be worn in the hotter weather. So we definitely kept that in mind. And then if I'm going to Milan.
Yes, that's our city destination.
That's our city destination.
It's hot as hell.
It's hot as hell. However, it is somewhere where I always want an extra layer, no matter what. So this then becomes my like throw on and go everywhere sort of thing. It's my alternative to a denim jacket, to, you know, a lighter weight army jacket, and I am tying it around my waist. I'm tying it, you know, kind of like pageant style across my body. Again, because it's super lightweight, I really can roll it up, throw it in my suitcase, tie it around my bag, and I just feel like it's a really great transitional piece.
So, two factors that really play into what goes into the suitcase. It's the color story that's appropriate for the area.
For sure.
So for Milan, you've got on the dark chocolate brown. And also, if you'll go up a little bit closer, what you can see too is this is a dry jersey hand. And this is giving a lot of, and it's got a little bit of shine to it. And so what's really important in the suitcase too is that you're looking at the breadth of color and then the breadth of textures.
For sure.
And it is, summer is a collection where we keep it really, really tight, and we really play on all these different textures so that you can pack something. You can pack 10 pieces, but it can be so robust because you've got all the different textures at play.
For sure. And I love, you know, like Amy said, we're really playing up textures. I think I definitely, I could wear this with a t-shirt and it would be nice, but it would be pretty one-dimensional. So I think having this top, which can both dress up and down an outfit, is really like that one piece in a suitcase that I definitely am bringing no matter what.
Matt's raising his hand.
Hey Matt, do you have a question?
Guys. Yeah, just to go back to denim really quick. But somebody's wondering like what the trick is for a full denim look. How do you make that work? And
so, would you mind putting the top back on?
Yep.
I think one of the things with a full denim look is you love the idea of tucking in the denim shirt, but the reality is that you can get a lot of bulk in there.
Sure.
Do you have a rubber band?
Yes,
Drew?
I do.
Oh, thank you. So I think this is where, for a lot of us, I would do the rubber band trick.
For sure.
So if you've got this denim on and you're wanting to have it not be too bulky in the front, what I would do is I would just turn this under right here. And then Sarah, I'm going to pull you really tight. And I'm going to give her this ponytail back here like this. And I know for you guys in the dressing room in Colorado, like this was such a game changer every time. And then I just tucked under the ponytail. And it really does stay. Like you don't have to safety pin it or anything.
Oh, yeah.
So now you've got this full denim look, but you haven't tried to like shove all this really heavy, you know, like
For sure.
denim fupa
And I
or
think
whatever.
and I think that's something to note with this top and most of our shirts actually, is that they're designed to really do that. So as you guys probably noticed, this shirt is not the same length all the way around. Like we purposefully have designed it so you can kind of pull this to the back.
Yeah.
So you can pull it to the front and you don't have to do a full tuck, which like Amy said, a lot of people really get
too much up
frustrated
in
with
there.
the bulk. Like you
Yeah.
don't need a whole extra like person in there.
I know, I mean, be real. Like those photo shoots too, where they've like got everything tucked in. I'm like, no,
Yeah, guys in the
it's
back,
not-
they're all like
no, that's
clipped
not a real
and all
thing.
of that. So yeah, cool. This is fun.
All right,
Thank you.
You talk us through. I'm sure
Yes.
you were already going
I'm
to tell us
going
what
to.
you're wearing.
Here, you come hang with me, Katura, while we're doing this, because I want to look at your shoes too, or sneakers. So what I want to show you is the brown cargo skirt, and we also have this in a lighter color. I'm going to show you how I would manipulate this for 3 different places. So right here, I am just on my beach vacation. And what was great is I actually did get to design this collection when I was on vacation last year, and it really helped me put myself right in the mindset. And no, it is not a tax write-off, but like if I were trying to explain this to accountants, it should be, but it's not, but whatever. But anyways, if I'm at the beach, we were in Saint-Jacques-Cap-Ferrat, this is what I would be wearing, hands down. You know, you're in the beach, you need to be able to walk around. I need something very light. I want the skin. This is a cotton, so that you get the vibe of those those longer skirts that we've done for spring and fall that tend to be in heavier weights and more tailored. Yeah, in denim and in black wool twill. So this just has all the ease. And Matt's raising his hand again. Yes.
Just wondering how cropped the crop shirt is. Like if somebody's 5'6" and they're wondering, will their
Amy's
belly
5'6",
button show?
right?
No, I would. I kind
I'm
of
5'5".
would like to
I
be.
always give you one more.
I'm 5. Thank you. I am just shy of 5'5". So belly button's here. So I am about 3/4 of the way below the belly button. But let me say this. One thing that got brought up a lot in the dressing room was a lot of people asking about crop tops and age appropriateness. First of all, this is not like, we're not talking like crop to here, right? Like there's no under boob happening for sure. But as far as age appropriateness goes, to me, that means nothing at all. It is not about age appropriateness. It is about being appropriate in the environment that you're in. So I don't care if you're 25 or 65. I really don't want all this stomach in an office environment. We're down in the financial district. It feels off, you know, like go to a bar, go to dinner, go on the weekend. But probably in our office, we're not really doing the full-on stomach thing,
No.
even with the kind of company we are. So,
But I will say, I just want to say really quick that I love that you have it on and you don't need to tuck it in. Like if
no,
there's somebody
but,
that doesn't.
But if I'm grabbing something, I
Oh,
do. But
right.
what do you? So yeah, I love not being able to tuck it in.
There's just a question about the skirt and wondering if you're tall, with the switch of size, will it still like hit the ground like it's
Yeah.
hitting for you right now?
Everything's really meant to be manipulated. So I'm letting this sit right here, but this has a drawstring in it. So for me, the more I played with it, the more comfortable I got with the length. My initial instinct was that I wanted to take like an inch off of it, but I'm going to leave this at 5'5". So if you're 5'8", easily, this has got a drawstring. So you're just gonna let this sit a little bit lower on you. And then you're gonna wear the crop top and you're gonna have a little bit of skin, but you're at the beach, you're Milan in the summer, you're in Montana, you are fine. And then, I don't know, maybe your boss at Goldman is like, whatever, maybe you are the boss and you're like, all right, I got the stomach. But anyways, it's not an age thing, it's an appropriate thing. So what I love though is being able to mix things up. So if I'm in a mountain lake destination,
Yeah.
so let's pretend here I'm in Montana or I'm at Lake Como. Here I'm wearing a flat and I'm wearing the furry flip-flops. So somehow this is like a little more bohemian, but somehow this is like, I don't know. I think the coziness of it
cozy.
is giving me lake vibes
Messy.
in a really good way. I have the just ugliest damn feet, and here I am, like my mom is probably like, no. But anyways, so this gives a cozy vibe, and I'm loving it. So then I was thinking, what would I do in Milan? And in Milan, in the summertime, you guys know it's so hot. I'm actually going to put the sandal back on, but there's one subtle difference from Milan. I ended up tucking this in, and I'm going to wear the skirt a little higher because I think with the cargo and the pocket down low, it's giving like super beach vibe ease.
It's a little bit more.
But just bringing it up the littlest bit here and tying it, somehow like now I'm at Hotel Bulgari, I'm like...
It almost looks like you have on a dress, like one-piece dress.
Exactly. So when we talk about texture here, one thing that was interesting is you came out in this brown in the pants.
Can you show me the orange?
Yeah, and then and then you came out with the orange top.
And I thought,
It didn't feel as great on, right?
Yep.
And one of the things that we were thinking why we didn't feel as strong in it was that the bright with the dark color being in the same,
well, it was the same cotton. It felt very casual for me.
even though this is t-shirting, this is cotton, it feels the same.
But your eye, like it went one place, right?
It went one place, but it didn't feel like it had enough depth to it. The
No.
color wasn't what gave it depth. So what was interesting, we were trying to decide, well, why do we love it so much in the t-shirting with this?
Right.
And we were thinking that the head to toe vibe that this is giving, my eye is just resting, and I'm okay with the textures being playing at such the same level.
Which is still chill.
Right,
And it
but
looks
it
very
feels more
modern.
modern being, and then when you put it on with the satin though,
Right.
it gave it all like the dimension.
I don't know if you guys have had a close up to this. This is a really like hardy satin.
It's a hard,
I mean, this is the one that I have on right now in navy, and fits similar to the spring version that we had in all the pastels. So the body type is the same.
Which- What's really great about this satin is it's not a stiff satin
No, but
at all, but it's not the type of satin where sometimes you see something and you're like, well, fuck that, I'll just go buy like satin pajamas.
Mhm.
And then you put on satin pajamas and you're like,
I should go to bed.
literally like you eat anything and it's just like bumbling up and everything.
Yep.
This is robust enough that it feels very strong and durable on.
I had it on when we had this monsoon last weekend in the rain, and I felt very chill. But also, yeah, it was so good. But it didn't
And-
bubble up.
I'm wearing your sneakers too with what I'm wearing. I love that. So Bryn, why don't you come out? I'm gonna go change clothes here, but real quickly before I run away, stay there. I want to show Bryn is wearing cotton here as well, but you're mixing it with the terry cloth.
Yeah.
And that is like such good depth. I love it. It's so good.
Okay, is the skirt a straight fit?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a straight fit. I can actually hold it up for you guys in the brown so that you see. If you look here, we talked about it last week, but it has this beautiful, simple, and easy elastic at the waistband, a little bit of shearing so you're not going to get a lot of puckering. Amy was talking about where she would go and how we have 3 spaces. So chill for me would end up being New Hampshire, which is country. And I've talked to you guys about that before, and I told her I used to dress when I first started going to New Hampshire. I would be like, okay, I need a plaid shirt.
Yeah.
I need, all my LL Bean, which is not my vibe, and then I put it on and it felt like a costume.
Yep. We
So-
don't need 7 different wardrobes for 7 different places. It's
Right.
one wardrobe.
So starting here, and I'm also from Maryland, the DMV, which is more suburban, I would wear this in the country. So I feel like I have classic with my shirt, I feel
Yeah.
very modern in the slip skirt, and very chill with my sneaker on. If I were to go to a more suburban area, which is where I'm from, so a DC or Maryland area, or even New York, I would love to I actually should throw it on for you guys.
I got one over here.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna pop it on so you can see how that kind of changes the vibe. A little bit.
But all of these items are still very heavily rooted in the idea of chill, modern, and classic. So even though she's switching an item that gave her a chill factor, the brogue in itself is still CMC. So she's not taking that away.
So I feel very chill. I think that we talked about how we can manipulate the gape. I tell you guys, I really love the gape shirt. It has a lot of options, just like what Sarah was wearing. The gussets at the side give you the ability to kind of crisscross and tuck, which I'll step aside to do to make sure.
It really is the most versatile shirting. It's so easy.
So now this has kind of changed the vibe. But this is the same. So I would pack all of these items and kind of flip them around. And if I were going to the beach, I would totally throw on a green Bayron or the green Dex, which I can show you now.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can
Or
talk
even
about what you have
furry.
on. Oh yeah, totally.
I guess furry and sand,
Well,
depending on what kind of beach you're going to.
Yeah, I gotta admit, like,
Furry
I'm totally-
and sand might be. I can see that.
well, if you're not, like, some people go to the sand, you know, they don't break into the beach. They don't want to be in the sand. So
That's
now,
true, that's true.
this is also another option for me, and I feel really good about it.
Yeah.
Talk about what you have on.
So I am wearing the Eco Poplin lantern skirt in the navy, and then the terry bodysuit in the navy as well. The skirt is a 0. I would take a double 0, but this is what we had. And then this is a small, which I would take an extra small in this. But as you can see right here, it doesn't come too low cut, but it is a razorback in, I don't know if it's in camera, in the back. I am wearing this for a beach vacation, and then at night I'm using our cocoon sweatshirt to stay cool in the many options. One of the great hacks of this sweatshirt, take the sleeves, one through the other, pull it through, and then it's way less bulky.
I love wearing these on the plane, too.
Yeah.
And I often...
And it's a great way to not put it in your suitcase and pack it.
Right, I was gonna say, similar to Amy, I'm always trying to hustle what I can, like, wear on my person versus putting it in my suitcase because it's really bulky.
Yeah, and
So
I
cool.
think what's great about this skirt is, you know, for going to the beach, you can really play around with how many buttons you're gonna unbutton, and you can really utilize this as a beach cover-up. But then if I wanted to go to a more urban environment, I would just button this up and potentially change a shoe, and then you can even put this sweatshirt on, and I'm really, you know, ready for anything else.
I love that. All right. Oh.
We're a little twinny here, but
Can I? Okay. Go ahead.
wait, have you gone yet?
Yeah, I have.
Did you go? Okay.
No, we always do this though.
Okay, so I'm wearing the same skirt that Bryn had on, and you guys can vote on, no, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
You know where that goes.
What's it called?
So this is called the
Eco Poplin lantern skirt.
Eco Poplin Lantern. It's got the big side pockets. And as Bryn said, one of the things that I really wanted to do here was to give you options to wear in locations that are very eased out and beach-like, but not have you all of a sudden be pulling Coachella vibes everywhere.
Oh no. Leave that in video.
We'll leave it there. And so what she said is you want to just leave this completely unbuttoned, and then you'll see here at the top, it just has this easy eye hook at the very top. And that really was meant so that when you're poolside, when you're beachside, you can just jump up, grab the skirt, put it through the eye hook, and go get a delicious drink.
I mean, you
At the bar.
literally came back from the lawn.
And I was like,
and you're
this
is what I need. I don't have it, and I want it.
It was missing because I was pulling on pull-on beach cover-ups. I was pulling on sarongs. It was like, talk about the bifurcated wardrobe. Like I had all this beachy stuff that just didn't fit my normal vibe. And Matt has a question. Yes.
It's just where the top, if you're wearing that skirt, is there like a limit you would say to where the top should hit, high, low?
Yeah, for me, if the top were hitting below the point of the pocket placement here, I would feel
You would lose the whole shape and that functionality of the skirt.
Yeah. So what's great, the top has buttons here, and I actually have this on as if it's the longest, so I would actually shorten this one. So you can adjust this, and remember guys, a frictionless life is not a real life. There are things that you need to take extra steps for to make things great in the way you love them. You don't just pop it out of the bag and have it magically jump onto your body.
I wish.
And have it be perfect. So what you're going to do is when you get it out of the bag, you're going to adjust it, and then you're gonna see, maybe I could just also move the button up or down
Totally.
a bit, and you're gonna snip it off and you're gonna move it down, and that's gonna be totally cool as well. So if I was wearing this at the beach, this is what I'm doing. But if I'm in Milan, I'm gonna go with mixing it here with the brogue. And I'm either gonna wear the Brody or the slide-on Pedro. But for me, if I'm walking around Milan, this is straight up my vibe, right? This is definitely reminiscent of the corset dress from spring.
For sure.
But with a little more eased out here. And then we have this in the cream colorway as well. So this is how I'm walking around Milan. And if I am in a lake destination, especially if I'm maybe in Montana,
You want to do this?
sometimes
We're still learning here.
and if I'm in a lake destination, I'm gonna take this, and then I'm actually gonna throw on the little denim vest that we did here. And this denim vest is in the same sleeveless shirt. It's very Pony Boy, if you guys know that
Ooh,
reference.
the outside.
Outsiders, so Rob Lowe, so good.
Great job.
We watch a lot of TV and movies around here. This has snaps, and you can see this is the same material in denim that Sarah had on earlier. And so, see, it's light, you can hear it, and there's lots of different ways to manipulate this as well. You can even, if you want to wear it more like a little less something,
Like a
not
little
so
bolero, a
covered,
little shrug.
you can do that. Did you play with your sweaters yet?
The sweater?
No, the
My cardigan.
cardigan?
No, I was going to.
Okay, all right, cool. So anyways, this makes it the perfect mountain trip. So if you're going on vacation, I just want to show you very quickly. If this was your starting point for the beach, for example, then there's all different things here. You're gonna want to maybe throw in something with some terry cloth texture. So we have this in navy. I would be totally partial to an all navy
For sure.
thing going on here. So I would put on the terry cloth. So this gives me a totally different outfit than what I have here. Going to slip that on. I would easily have this top with me as well. And so then that becomes like a totally different moment. And then I think I'm going to put on one of these little cashmere guys and have this here as well. So, you know, if these are the things in your suitcase, then you know that it all gets mixed up. It's interchangeable. I've got on cotton, I've got cashmere, I've got silk, and I've got terry cloth, and I've got denim. So really having all denim here is going to go great with the silk. So all of these pieces,
Yeah.
no matter how you open up the luggage, no matter how things tumble out, they're all different outfits that you can make together that are going to feel a different vibe, a different energy, no matter how you mix it up
For
because
sure.
of the texture.
And if you have some pieces from spring you're going to throw in, some fundamentals, it's all going to work together because that really is the philosophy here at Tibi, is that we look at past collections, we look at the present, and you know, Tracy and Amy are already on spring 24. So we're definitely seeing how what we're going to wear now will work next year as well.
So one other way to get a ton out of what you're packing is making sure that one individual piece can do so many different things. So can I play around with
Yeah.
you with your top? You can like style the stylist. Okay, so one thing we were showing people in the dressing room is simply, oh wait, what shirt is this? Oh,
It's not a game.
yeah, can you grab me Gabe?
Yes.
Oh, he's on the table in there.
Just kidding.
Psych.
My large.
Here, I've got the small. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give you the size small. And the gauge shirting is so engineered to be so manipulated. So if I pull this together in the front, you see it's got this panel right here, and then it has this scoop. So we can really tie this up. And you see these two pieces here, they're gonna shift towards the front. And what it does is it creates such a different design than just taking a regular shirt and tying it up and having it be bulky. And I know that you're wearing a small and this is bigger for you, but when you're actually wearing your own size, it still gives this vibe.
Yeah.
So we had this on 100 women this past week. So what I want to show as well is there is another option for you to button up the shirt. I've never been this close to you.
That's definitely a lot.
I've just been traveling together for so long.
Is there something in your tooth? Like,
Yeah, it's a tooth. There's actually a
Now
tooth in
there
my
is.
tooth. Now there is. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is I buttoned Sarah up to here, but I've left a few buttons undone at the bottom. And so I'm going to pull her really, really tight. And I'm going to grab here, and I'm just going to actually tie this into a knot. I don't need to use a rubber band. Now, clearly, if you had on an extra, extra small, it would not be this long in the back. But it's not crazy long
No.
already, even as it is. And I'm just going to tuck it under. And so this becomes this really interesting look here. And then it becomes a more fitted shirt through here. So we've taken a top that is so oversized and engineered purposely to be oversized. And we've given it a much more fitted look. And what's key is getting a fitted look without all of these princess seams and stitches is what gives ease. And it's why when you see those tops in a store that are really fitted and you put them on, when they are seen to death, when you look like Raggedy Ann because you've got like stitches everywhere, it loses all of the ease and you certainly have none of the flexibility for wearing it different ways. Is there a question, Matt?
You're just thinking
Oh.
really
I was
hard.
just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
I had
same
never
thing.
seen that. I didn't know that's what that looked like. Okay. And then the other option is cross it and tuck it in. You've got lots of options. And then also for many of you out there, you'll write to me or you'll say, I don't like showing my arms, or I want a little more coverage, maybe even a modest dresser. You want a little more coverage, but it's summertime, and what do? And this is when your shirts really function as a jacket. And then with this one, the fact that you can tie it up and knot it back here, it actually makes it an interesting jacket. So it doesn't look like you are just simply wearing a big shirt. It really looks like you're wearing something very intentional as a jacket. So don't forget to wear your shirts in that way. Yes,
Would you wear the shirt without a undershirt, without a t-shirt under it?
I totally.
I would. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Not right at this
No,
moment.
no. In general.
In general, yeah. I just happen to really like layering. I definitely think it's easier to take layers off than put them on in the winter. In the summer. What season is it?
Especially for air conditioning.
Yeah.
And I think, so the bottom line, both ways, but when I showed it really tight through here, what I love is that's a great option too when you're wearing a fuller dress, but you don't want to belt it.
Yeah.
But you want it to come in a little bit. We all know we love tying a sweater, but doing the shirt over it and button and splayed
Totally.
is really interesting
Totally.
as well.
I've also been doing, since we've been working on fall, I've also been doing like the cummerbund
Oh,
vibe.
okay. You do cummerbund vibe. You can show your purple brown vibe here. And I'm going to go change into
So I've also been
Show
tying
me,
it.
what is this cummerbund?
So like literally tying it so it looks like a cummerbund.
Oh.
So like tying it like that.
And then you just tuck it in?
And then you just tuck it in the back. Yeah,
It's like a little skirting.
And it's just like it's almost like a little peplum, and then the front really is like a traditional cummerbund almost. And I just really like that as an alternative to literally just tying it around your waist. And then I just wanted to take a moment to talk about these jeans. These are the cropped cotton twill Sam jean for summer, and this is specifically for the 5'5" and under girlies. This to me hits at a regular length, and so that is like,
This is important.
this is like this is crucial.
This is like
This is like-
cheat code.
So this is literally like you're gonna get that Sam vibe without having to alter anything. So this on Katura would be a cropped
Absolutely
jean,
cropped.
which is how it's intended to be, how it was intended to be worn. But on me, it literally hits just below the ankle and is actually like the perfect length. And of course, I could roll the cuffs and then it would be cropped on me too.
This is pretty lightweight
Yeah,
too.
this is the cotton twill, and this also comes in that lighter denim that Amy was just wearing in the vest and that I was wearing earlier. So it's super breathable. I'm wearing,
Yep,
we
so
go.
it comes in this color also.
I'm wearing a 25. That's why it's belted. It's a little big, but honestly, I would still wear it. And this for me is like, it really hits that sweet spot because I love the Sam jean.
Right.
But I don't want to wear something that is like that thick, especially on me because I'm rolling it
Right.
to make it fit my height. It's just a little bit extra fabric for summer. Like it's definitely hot.
I think it's important for us to look at these side by side, right?
Yeah.
Because this is the ivory.
This is the ivory denim.
This is the
Sid
Sid jean,
and
this is
I'm
the
wearing,
ivory.
and this is the ivory cotton
Uh-huh.
twill. So it's two different materials. The Sid is definitely going to be thicker, definitely a weightier fabric,
And also has elastic, so it's elastane, so it's a little stretchy.
and then this one is super lightweight. And they're obviously different silhouettes, but I definitely love this colorway of the Sid for this time of year.
Yep.
We did just do a restock of the classic wash, but I really do think that this jean is super transitional from the summer through the fall. I mean, I'm wearing all cream and white, and you know, I was wearing all denim earlier. My base is definitely a neutral,
Right.
and for
or
me,
one or all.
or all like one, sure, all red, sure,
Yeah.
I'll wear that. But you know, in terms of like wearing different things for different places and packing kind of like one suitcase, this to me, that's really why I started out with a layered shirt, because again, I really do utilize button downs and kind of tunics as beach cover-ups.
Right.
They're really just universal, and there's something to be said about these ones, which really are designed to be oversized versus grabbing your partners or significant others or a vintage.
You heard it from Amy in the distance.
I don't know what you
Did
said.
we?
Get this one, not your partner's.
Yeah, like if you go to a vintage store and you get an oversized button down, it is just not going to fit the same way this one will.
They
This
have
one,
the functionality of this one.
right, this one is purposely designed, cut here so that you can tie it in all the ways that Amy just showed you. The sleeve drops down. It is designed to fit your body, our body, whereas a vintage one, I would suggest that you get that tailored if that's the route you go. So again, I'm wearing this to the beach. I'm honestly not wearing these shoes to the mountain, but I kind of like them.
I don't hate it.
Layered
Not
with a
bad.
sock. I think that the sock also offers, it's a ribbed tibby sock. It offers just like a little bit of texture. And then
And risk, right? Which is a
yeah,
modifier.
and so risk. So maybe I'm wearing this shirt without the t-shirt underneath
Risque.
it. Risque.
The classic.
So the risk has been
Risque.
For the city, and then yeah,
Okay,
again,
Matt has a question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh.
just wondering what you would do as far as color on top of the Sam, like
On top
with
of
the
this ivory.
like
with the ivory
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
Oh, I would do any of our t-shirts. So we have a really great, or a khaki terry pullover. Again, this is super, super lightweight, and I'm really stressing the weight because we're showing you a lot of different layering options, and layering in summer might seem like an oxymoron, but the way that we're showing you how to do it, it's the only way to do it. It's the right way.
And I'm not angry either at like mixing in like the lavender with this. Like I would want to ground it.
Oh my god, this is the cutest photo ever.
I would want to ground it with like a brown shoe or something.
Totally.
Like I would not wear it with the white shoe.
I would wear it with the brown Aston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you help me? I want to just talk about this cardigan really quick.
Yeah.
All right, so I told you guys that we were in LA and I
Yeah.
packed this really tiny suitcase, and one of the things that I packed was this cardigan. And in this case, I probably don't need it with this one. I like that I'm getting colors here, but I also like to layer things on so I could carry less in my suitcase. So this is on as a cardigan, but not a full cardigan, as a shrug. What I've done here is that I've buttoned the cardigan, like the front of the cardigan, and just used the sleeves as a shrug, which we'll do also.
Yeah, so, which this was really great when, so I'm going to show you, because I was with Amy Gravitt in her closet.
Yep.
Before we did our little book club thing, and I remember
She lives in this.
she lives in it, but when she put it on, she said, I feel a little too mature, like this.
Right.
She felt too mature. And I,
No, this
I
is great
understand,
together.
but I understand that, and I, you know, for me at 55, like I understand that, you know, there's certain things you don't want to so lean into.
It's perfect to me.
I think when you work it with the irony, right?
Yes.
Like, and so I think both Amy and I, we got that shortish hair. We were losing the irony,
Right,
you know?
right.
And so one thing that I showed her was what you're doing,
Mhm.
which is really giving it a different vibe. You can see on me if I were to do that here, it's just working as if I'm just getting like this little bit of color.
And you only really need one. Only takes.
Oh, one button, yeah.
I mean, that one button just did it.
It just gives it like that little bit of color, that little bit of interest. But the other thing too, when I was in Denver, a woman put it on and she was going to an art exhibit,
Yep.
which Denver has amazing ones, and she wanted it to feel really modern. And so I was showing her how, and I think you guys showed this last week too, but how this has all of these buttons you can see here, and then these buttonholes along here. So it's kind of just saying like, just really plain and putting things in the buttons where they don't really belong, but which who's to say what belongs where, right? Like we can do whatever we want. These are our clothes, we own them. You don't get in trouble for wearing them any different way.
I love this like really soft drape that happened.
Yeah, and it's really meant where if I was, I mean, I would wear this over an easy dress or anything, but it's just like everything now has a little more interest to it. So you just don't have to be locked in to the idea and the notion of where buttons belong. Make it more interesting when you want to make it more interesting.
I wear this a million ways, but the newest way that I've been wearing it, and I think you and I talked about it, is just tucking this into the slit here.
No, I didn't know about that.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Now you know.
You saw it here first, guys. Well, not probably because somebody, the fans were like, I actually did that, and somebody saw it. So
Okay.
this is now a little short sleeve situation, and I have my sleeve out. I mean, I could do
No
both.
idea.
You
but
see, she actually is like shock and dismay.
shock. and
So-
dismay.
There we are.
Very cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, great.
Oh, I tucked these into my pants too, the convertible.
Yes. Did you show the people that?
Yeah, I'll show the people.
I'm gonna
So
show-
this is the vintage cotton. It actually zips off, but I've tucked it into the back of my Astons here, and so it has a little balloon effect, and I can take it out. This is how it looks on me full length. I am 5'8", which we know, and it easily zips off. Little close up for you.
And this is why I brought back
There's a
this
little kneecap
shoe.
there.
But I did bring back this shoe because
Look at that.
I did love being able to tuck my Stellas into the back of it.
Guys,
Or you could
this
just
crop
zip
is
yourself up.
everything.
I know.
So if you crop it, if you do that, then it's the normal length for the 5'5".
Right, so if you want the
Just letting
normal,
you know.
you want a little extra.
Oh, and then if you were on the
It's a hat, it's a
real,
hat.
if
You
you
can
were
sell
on
it
the
as a hat.
real, they would sell this as a hat.
Crazy.
What in the living fuck? That
Somebody-
was the craziest thing. That was
For context, someone sold something to the Real World that was supposed to be a collar,
a shirt collar.
a shirt collar, and the Real World put it on a mannequin's head. So if you see this on a mannequin's head, don't buy it. It's a part of one of your friend's pants, and they probably need it back.
Yes.
That's that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Anyways, and don't lose these. You brought it up when we were in Colorado. Like, don't lose these.
This is such
The
a good
length is perfect. This is the ultimate. And no, I am not going to start doing this to every pant. But on this one, it is a really, really good option, especially when you're on vacation and you're really making this work. So are you? Where are? Because I kind of feel
flying
like you're
out.
everywhere. in
I
this.
am. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to Spain. I mean,
Uh-huh.
if my PTO is approved,
Yeah.
and
Oh, you are.
maybe.
Oh.
It is now.
Yeah. I said it here first.
It's amazing.
But
Yeah.
so this is
confirmation.
yes, this is all about me packing layers
Please
that I
go.
can wear.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Everyone deserves it.
Thank you. That was like emotional. Yeah. But anyway, I'm using this on the plane.
Yeah.
So I'm packing. I'm going to a baptism while I'm there. So I'm going to use the cardigan. Yeah, I know you're getting all the information here first.
Yes. Okay.
So all these are pieces that I continually pack and wear.
Yeah. Perfect.
But this is the crop that I'm definitely gonna wear.
Wonderful.
Oh, I want to tell you guys about the Sid because people have been asking us talking about convertible. The Sid snaps.
The cream colored ones.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's the classic restock.
The cream colored one snaps.
Yes.
Yes.
And what's going
That's
on
it.
with your pants?
Okay, so actually, why don't we kind of end this up with Bryn and I? We'll wrap this up. And we're both wearing pants here. So, Bryn, you got the longer pants
Yeah.
on. Where are you headed off to? Are you
I-
going on vacation? Someplace?
Yeah, I approved it. She is.
Amazing. Where are you going?
I'm going on a bachelorette trip
Oh.
for my best friend's getting married.
New Orleans or Charleston?
I am actually going to Mexico.
Very nice. Okay, very cool. So this is perfect for Mexico.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And I will say I am 5'2", so I am a little bit shorter than Katura.
Yeah.
And this is the length of the pant on me. It's also great.
What size is this?
This is the extra
Okay.
small, so this is my size.
Okay.
And I have it sitting right on my hips here.
Right.
I could obviously, this also has the drawstring just like the skirt you were wearing.
Yes.
So I could play around with it and have it sit a little higher should I want. I personally like the billow. I also think
Yeah.
it gives that chill vibe when you're on the beach. I can show everybody what it looks like cropped too on someone who's
And I would
shorter.
think too, with what you're wearing and for this bachelorette party, what's great is this could be with a sweatshirt on the airplane.
Yep.
You definitely can wear just the pants with a bikini top, like poolside when you're having lunch. You can wear the brown tube top with us.
Had that on earlier.
Yep, so perfect. Like this really is like such a workhorse in this
So good.
fabrication, in this color, everything.
Yeah.
So these furry guys are coming really soon.
Soon.
Really soon. We love these. Again, this is something that we had in the past as well. And summer tends to be a place where I'm always calling Tracy from vacation and being like, you know what? Remember that thing from 3 years ago? I'm wearing the hell out of it. That thing from 5 years ago, I'm really wearing it a lot. So that's when these best ofs make it back into the collection.
I actually have the original ones of these
Yeah.
in the blue, and I pulled them out last summer every day.
So good. And
Every
I
day.
think that was the first thing that you stole.
No.
I gave them to you.
You
I
said I
did.
got you a present.
I
from-
did.
And then, but the
From the
pink,
closet.
but then Alana sent mine to Brazil to remake them, so I'll never see them
Oh,
again.
okay, well good, yay. All right.
Yay for all of
Okay.
you.
So the last thing I'm going to show here is the suiting. And what's great about the suiting is for the summertime, we wanted something that is really effortless. A lot of you guys, I know we're talking about vacation, but a lot of you, especially in the summertime, you combine vacation with your work. So we have a lot of ad agency execs. They go to Cannes and then they need something. You're going someplace fabulous afterwards, right? You go to London on business and then you're going to head out to the beach. So this is one that really takes you from a business environment to just a very chill environment. And one of you last week was going on safari. This is what you packed. You needed something lighter and you mixed it with a white t-shirt. But what I want to show you is with the Stella pant, the reasons why this is engineered to be oversized and why it's great is because it is really meant to be heavily manipulated. And I was working with a woman in Colorado this weekend, and she came out in the Stella pant, and she was wearing it one size smaller than how I would have worn it. But it was in a way that a lot of people do wear it and love it. Oh, come on. But she was wearing it in a way that a lot of people do choose to wear it. But she looked at me and she said, I don't think this has the ease that I'm craving. It's why I came to you. She came in wearing another brand that I won't mention, but that was like faux eased out.
You know.
And
if you know, you know.
you know. And she wanted to be truly eased out. So she sized up one. And when she came out of the dressing room, her first response was, oh, no, these are too big. And I was like, well, stop doing this and just
Take a
be
moment,
for
yeah.
just be for a few minutes. And what was interesting, the husband was there, and immediately when she came out, he was like, "You are my wife. I see you." Like he was just so about it. And then she started kind of rocking back and forth and putting her hands in her pocket. And she was like, "Okay, all right." She was like, "I'm really starting to feel this. I get it." She's like, "But should I shorten them? Because I don't think I'm going to want to be like this all the time." So I showed her, you don't have to be like this all the time. One option, which we love about Stella, is you have this longer rise. And the longer rise, it's not like a drop crotch.
Yeah, it's not a jogger.
It's not a jogger. It's not a drop crotch. But it is a longer rise in that it gives all the ease, but it also very much allows you to manipulate the way that you're wearing it. So I showed her one look was tuck your shirt in, grab a belt, and I wish that I had a little bit smaller one here for this, but this is what we have. And create a little paper bag moment where you just want to do that. And so then all of a sudden she was wearing it just hiked up and really, really cinched. And that was like a totally different look.
You're really giving Safari in the best way.
I know. Meryl Streep, here I am. Okay, so this was a look, and that was great. And she was like, "Okay, now I'm really starting to feel this." But remember, and it seems like we can never show this enough, because when I'm in the dressing room, I'm like, how do we all not know the rubber band trick by now?
Yeah, I'm always a little surprised when people are like, "Wow, I didn't know about
I'm
that."
not doing a good enough job here. But the other thing is, leave the pants as they are, grab the rubber band, take it, pull your pants quite tight at the bottom here. And then I'm going to do the ponytail just like this. I'm going to come up a little bit closer. See, I've given myself a ponytail. You can do it in the front, the side, the back. It doesn't matter. Wherever you like it. And actually, when you do it in different places, it gives a different look. Mm-hmm. And, ooh, Stella, I'm going to need you in a minute. And then here, I've turned it into a little jogger pant, a little balloon pant. So I leave it full length, and then you can do a heel with it, full length if you want, or let it drag, whatever. But this is the intended fit on these. When you come out of the dressing room, if you can go like this, my answer is yay. That's amazing. Very glad about that. And if you come out of the dressing room and you can't go like this, and you are like, but this is how I want them to look and feel.
I'm fine.
Perfect. Not just fine, like even better, perfect, amazing.
If you feel good,
that's the whole point.
yeah.
Okay, last thing here. Wait, will you come out in your t-shirt, Stella?
This could be you.
This could be you. Okay, so
Here I am.
you're doing the berry tee. So we've got the berry tee. And as I said in the beginning of the style class, is that we are going to give away a berry tee. And just one. I do not have free press here to be making HBO tees, but we do have one here. So the deal is, we have two sizes. This is ML and we have XSS. So whoever wins, you can tell me which size you want. You need to go on to Tibby, and you will find in the new arrivals, in one of the items that we showed here today, buried in the copy description is a reference to Barry. You will see it, and whoever sees it first and submits it to
You.
no, not to who are they going to give it to?
They can, yeah. I'll know
Give it
who
to
does
Matt.
first.
Yeah, so you're going to
If they
say
screenshot it to
DM Tibby.
Okay, you have to screenshot.
Screenshot it and send it over to Matt at Tibby, DM us. And whoever is first to do it will win the t-shirt, and he'll reach out to you and he'll get your address and we'll send it to you.
And if there's no response, I think that means you didn't win it. Unless everyone wants to say
guys,
you lost.
If there's no response, like don't be checking in like, the next day. And
Like,
this
the
is,
winner will be announced today.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is, and maybe you already have a winner. So you guys go on to new arrivals, look at the styles that we showed today. Buried in the product description, you will see a reference to Barry. Whoever finds it first gets the t-shirt. It's really good.
It is a good shirt.
Okay.
I wore mine 3 times last week, which is kind of embarrassing.
Yay. Okay, can y'all come out here and then, because I think we look like a really good little suitcase happening. But, so this is the idea when I talk, come closer. When we talk about packing into a color story, summer is very tight. I do think in terms of suitcases, this is the ultimate suitcase. We have cashmere, we have sweatshirting, we have cotton, we have lightweight twill, we have denim.
I mean, literally take a screenshot and pack it. Ready to go.
All right.
I think, let
Let's-
me just
Wait, do we have a winner?
to see if we have a winner.
Stop.
I just gotta,
Seriously? That was so fast.
let's see,
Tell me the item.
is it the Stonewash? The photo disappeared.
Oh, guys,
The
don't do
Stonewash
the
denim?
disappearing photo.
Somebody did it disappearing.
Keep it, yeah.
I'm giving her 1 second to see if she can get
Okay.
You know, it's
All right, guys, I won't.
We're not
We'll
gonna
see.
wait now.
Okay, we'll see.
The
Whoever
photo
did that,
disappeared.
resubmit it again. Don't do that disappearing stuff. Or if you do disappearing, put the title name. Okay, thank you guys. And any questions? Matt's gonna help you out. Woo! All right.
Oh, 1,